What's up, guys? Jashabish here, and welcome to a whole new series I made up that I definitely want to get into, and I'm very excited to start. We're going to be playing all the PlayStation Plus games. If you guys do not know what a PlayStation Plus is, it's basically a subscription where they give you 3 games for free, and it's randomized. You don't really know what you're expecting. Could be an RPG, could be a shooter, could be a fighter, could be a story. Don't know, but I'm here to replay them, give them a review, and let you guys know how I feel about them, and let you guys know if I recommend it or not. This month is AEW, SpongeBob the Cosmic Shake, and Streets of Rage 4. I know, it's a bit weird off of this month, but we're going to be playing it every other month and give out reviews and recommendations. If you guys do think that's a great idea or enjoy it, consider hitting that thumbs up. Subscribe if you guys are new so you don't miss any other month. If you find out anything like, oh, that's a good month, I want to see how this guy reacted. I'm your guy. Hope you guys do enjoy the reviews. I'll see you guys later. Peace. AEW Fight Forever is June's PlayStation Plus game, a wrestling game which also came out in June on 29th of 2023. Developed by Yuke's and published by THQ Nordic. Although most of, if not all, might look at this game and say, it's a pass for me. I actually got into wrestling. I grew up with WWE, so I opened up this game with open arms. And hopefully a little bit of nostalgia because I used to also play the WWE SmackDown vs. Raw video games. And I was right. Picking up this game is an easy and fun experience to just jump into and learn about the game. And visually wise, this game is not that great to look at. Entrances feel dull and less exciting for when you actually see the wrestlers. And there are a good bit of cutscenes in this game, and it can be a bit ugly at times. For the gameplay, it runs good, smooth, definitely an easy game anyone can jump into and have a lot of fun trying to learn the game. And there are plenty of game modes to jump into with friends to see who's the champion. Now, let's start rating AEW with 3 ratings: story, gameplay, and graphics and sound. The story. The story mode in this game is called Road to Elite. This is where you fight and grind your way up to be AEW Elite. Wrestling for matches and winning to get even better matches. Not much of a story here, to be honest. Just going to state, tanking in different matches repeatedly, which is, to be honest, not surprising for a wrestling game. But I wish they were done something with since we have our own creative characters. But sadly, not making this game more interesting. It's less entertaining as time goes on. Making this rating a D. Gameplay. This game is easy to learn, but these computers got some health and beating me up. Maybe because I put this game on hard, but I don't know. But I could definitely have a great time with friends. There's a lot of game modes in this game, keeping it fresh and exciting. And with a CAC being in this game, you can customize their move, creating the dream wrestler. Now, the mechanics will take some time to build to master to win, but that's not bad gameplay. It's just good. I'll give this rating a B. Graphics and sound. Graphics are a bit rough, making the gameplay the only thing you want to see, skipping every cutscene. Since the entrance is pretty dull and looks bad, soundtrack gets very annoying quickly. Feels like I'm listening to the Planet Fitness music, to be honest. I had to cut it down every other time. But like I said, visually for gameplay, I don't really see anything wrong with it. Everything runs smooth. Seeing the signature moves go off on screen feels nice. Everything's impactful. It's really just the cutscenes, man. That's all it is. You see most of that during your Road to Elites. It's not that great to look at. So sadly, I'm gonna have to give it a hard pass and give it a D. My overall rating for AEW Fight Forever is a D. SpongeBob the Cosmic Shake is one of the best looking games out, with a great story behind nostalgia, with their childhood characters and Easter eggs. But, to be honest, I'm way too old to be playing this. The long run of repetitive gameplay took me a slow journey through the multiverse of Bikini Bottom. Yes, SpongeBob is stepping into the multiversal territory, and that's okay. Just build a great story behind it, then I'll enjoy it nonetheless. This game was developed by Purple Lamp and produced by THQ Nordic, released in January 31st of 2023. Now, we're going to do our 3 ratings on this game: story, gameplay, and graphics/sound. Story picks up in SpongeBob and Patrick plans on going to Glove World, or on their journey to meet Cassandra, a seahorse woman, a con artist that sold SpongeBob a magical bubble maker that lets you wish for whatever you want. But then...
Hey, wait. It also says, property of King Neptune. Not for use by mortals. Use sparingly and with caution.
everyone gets zapped and teleported away in different worlds.
Who would have thought that a magic potion from a mysterious fortune teller in a sketchy wagon could backfire?
Yes, it was utterly
Now it's
unforeseeable.
up to SpongeBob and Patrick that turn into a balloon while collecting cosmic jelly through these different worlds and give it back to Cassandra to study. And after that, you can probably tell how the rest of the story goes. We save Bikini Bottom, give the rest of the cosmic jelly to Cassandra. She betrays us. We stop her. And the end. As simple as the story goes, doesn't mean it was a bad story, but of course lacks of anything original and didn't switch up the story around to keep you interested. So I will rate this a B. Gameplay. This is a very easy and fun game. With the game adding in the multiversal elements, it provides different levels of gameplay with different minigames and secrets. Fighting off evil cosmic jelly and jellyfishes with different boss battles. But it also provides a lot, and I mean a lot, of collecting item missions. You gotta collect 5 of this, grab 3 of that, sample this. It really drags the game by a lot, making it repetitive, makes it hard for me to keep having fun, and instead feels like a chore. So I'll be quick and give this a score of a C. Now the graphics/sound. This game is beautiful to look at, with its vibrant colors, making this a very unique, but added in a good sense of atmosphere that feel nostalgic. In the music, though pretty low quality, but it isn't repetitive, making all the worlds that you travel have their own soundtrack. Honestly, this is the highest rating I'll give to SpongeBob Cosmic Shake. It's gonna be an A. Now, my overall rating for SpongeBob Cosmic Shake is in B. Would definitely recommend to anyone. This is a childhood game, so can't really go wrong. Plus it's SpongeBob. Who doesn't like SpongeBob? Streets of Rage 4 is the best game on PlayStation, June 2024. Streets of Rage is a classic series of side-scrolling beat-em-up, developed by Dotum, Lizard Cube, and Gar Crush, and published by Dotum also. Released in April 30th, 2020. Okay, this game is fun. I've always loved playing side-scrolling beat-em-ups, and seeing Street of Rage come up, this was my first time playing in the series, and I've enjoyed it. To the gameplay, the soundtrack, I've actually replayed this multiple times with different characters, and I've still enjoyed it. Now, let's get into the rating. Story, gameplay, graphics, and sound. Story. 10 years after the fall of Mr. X, the city was in peace, until a new crime empire has arisen. Mr. X's own children, Mr. Y and Miss Y. Now it's up to the old former detectives, Axel Stone and Blaze, with some new faces to join forces to save the city. Playing through this 12 stages was fun. Going through different parts of Wood Oak City was a blast. Fighting bosses at every end of the stage with different movesets was entertaining and challenging. Gameplay. This is where the game truly shines. Every character in this game feels strong and fun, making a great way to replay the game, seeing which character is best for which stage. Replaying this game in general is just entertaining, and doing so, you can unlock secret characters, the OG characters.
I put him in an infinite. That's tough.
The bosses are fun, the enemies are challenging, keeping you on your toes, but the more you play, the better you get, making you want to upping the difficulty. With plenty of other game modes such as boss rushes, which I don't know how anyone can do it alone, arcade, which will have a limited number of lives, so you'll have to beat it in one go. If you die, you restart. Survival, PvP, online, and even training. The only problem is that it's hard to tell if you're hitting the enemies or not, and you question how the enemies are hitting you. But to be honest, that's every side-scrolling problem. Honestly, this gets a rating of an A. Graphics and sound. Before I talk about graphics, listen to the soundtrack real quick. Yeah, I know. It's kind of spitting a little bit. But this game is also great to look at. Keeping the classic tone of the original games and putting in special moves for the game to look even more interesting, and the combos are satisfying to look at, even when you execute them. Even different enemies every time you enter a new stage. Overall, this is a great and creative looking game. I'm giving it an A. My overall score of Streets of Rage 4 is an A. Great and fun game. Hope they'll make a remake of the originals for PS5 in the future. Would definitely recommend. And that's all the games of PlayStation Plus games for June 2024. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. I did enjoy the games of this month, mostly Streets of Rage, of course. But hopefully next month will be a blast too. So, if you guys want to see more videos like this, consider hitting that like button and subscribe. I'm just Child.